small question marks. Let's see tomorrow, then in the morning. I think when you have not so much time, just 48 hours, then every day, every hour, it's important. Let's see. I think this is tomorrow the balance to bring fresh legs in, but keep the core from the team. We need the intensity. I think we will play against again a high intensity game with a lot of sprints and transition moments. We need fresh legs, fresh minds, and take the belief from the last 2 games with 4 points. I think it's until so far a good week, and now we can make a next step.
What kind of a challenge is it for a manager when you have not just 3 games in a week, but 2 away games like this, in terms of decision making on your team, planning on how you're going to get everything prepared for the week, whether to rest players, whether to train them? What's that like?
I think it's for everybody a challenge. You start recover immediately after the game on Wednesday, then you drove back during the night, you come into bed maybe at 4 o'clock, then it's about sleep, recover for the players, and then today you have a meeting, you prepare them, and then you go again. And for the staff, for me, of course, it means then if you have just 48 hours between to prepare everything, then the nights are very long, not so much sleep, but this is the job, and we invest everything on and off the pitch, and if you do this, then you can earn something.
How much sleep do you get? Is it 4 hours or less?
I think from Wednesday I was in the bed 4 a.m. Then I was in the office at 9, and the last night I was 2 hours in the bed. Then it's about in 48 hours at the moment, 6 hours. I will enjoy now the travel, the journey. Then I can maybe take a small nap. But it's okay.
Liam Bannan, the Bristol City coach, was full of praise for Bannan after the game on Wednesday, and Akin Femero has been performing at a high level as well. How would you assess how they're playing in defence for you?
I think a huge step forward, especially for Dich, or for both. Akin had a good pre-season, then he had a small injury, then he has to wait a little bit for the new chunks. Now he took the chunks, and for Dich was also up and downs. He had not really a pre-season, and now he comes a bit in the rhythm. This is good. It's important, and I think it's the basic. If you have a good goalkeeper, you have strong centre backs. I think we should not forget also Iki. He was well against West Brom as well, and this is the basis, especially in the middle of the pitch. If you have a strong core, you can keep something, you can build something around them, and this is important. And first away clean sheet this season, very helpful.
And does the draw at Bristol City give you almost like a blueprint maybe to go and dig out points away from home?
I think it's always important that you know as a team what you have to do away. I think against Luton our performance was great until the red card. We were strong. They had not so many chances. Now we did it again. I watched the game back, and I must say also in the second half when we changed in the halftime, some small details, how quick the players adapt. It was fantastic to see. Of course, in this game, especially with the ball, too many easy ball losing situations in moments where you can really hurt the opponent. This is what we have to improve, but how we defend as a team, how compact in different pressing zones, that was fantastic to see, and was a huge step forward.
How do you get your strikers firing? How do you get them back amongst the goals?
I think this is exactly the point. When you have some ball losing situation in really good moments, I think when you look just the first 5-6 minutes, or we take the first 10 minutes, then you will find 3-4 situations where we have great ball win situation, and instead of you come in the final third and you can attack the last line, you miss the moment. This is the things what we have to improve. and then you can create more chances. Yeah, of course, I think we had chances against QPR, we had chances against Luton, we had chances against West Brom. In Bristol now it was from both sides not the biggest and a lot of chances, but these are even you see how competitive the Liga is. Sometimes it is, but of course we want to improve our play with the ball, especially in the final third. We have to.
Final question. Last weekend, Barry Bannan got his 100th goal or assist for the club. From your experience over the last year of working with your captain, what do you make of Barry Bannan? What do you make of his contribution for you?
Yeah, I think the last weeks, especially, you see the relationship with Jay. I think this is very helpful for him because then he have a little bit more freedom. He can go a little bit more high up. This is helpful. Off the pitch, he lead the group. I think how he invests in every training, in every game, it's outstanding. When you look a little bit to his age, but you never feel it. He can go again and again. What I like is that he learned in some games also to say, okay, coach, now I'm empty, bring fresh legs instead of try to come through. I think this shows also leadership quality. He understands the game. He can influence our rhythm of the game with the ball, against the ball. I'm very happy to have him here and that he performed at the moment on a high level.
Thanks for your time, Danny. The very best of luck this weekend.
Thank you, Rob.
Danny, how you doing? You okay?
I'm okay, Alex. You?
Yeah, I'm battling you on the sleep front. I've got a 2-year-old, so I know exactly how you feel.
Good.
I'll carry on from Rob there in terms of Barry. He's not playing like a 35-year-old, but he will soon be a 35-year-old. How long can he go on for, and how important is it that the club have a plan in place for the eventual Barry Bannan retirement?
I think this is not the easiest thing, to find a replace for Barry Bannan. Of course, it's a challenge we have to look for, and we will do this. I think this is a top topic for us in the recruitment. But I think in his body is still like at the moment he is fit, he can run and he enjoy football, then you can play. But of course I think especially in the championship when you play such a high intensity football and every 3 days again and again, maybe there comes a moment where you think then now it's enough. But at the moment I have not a feeling. He likes to train, even today he has a big smile in the training. He likes to play. He is open-minded for all the things. And maybe after his career he start a new career in a different position.
Has he been he sort of mentioned before that he quite fancied management, maybe even at Sheffield Wednesday one day. Have you sort of noticed him, I don't know, little conversations, picking things up from you along the way?
I think you take from every manager, you take something, and if I can influence with some parts, then I think it's also a good point, because then the players learned maybe something from you. Important as a manager, you need the good stuff around you, and I think these are all the small things he will learn. He will make his own experience. I think there's a difference between player and coaches. As a player, you come in the morning at 9 o'clock, you train, you get all the information from the coaches, and then you go home and you recover. As a manager, prepare. When it's off, you prepare, and then you are here and you prepare again. It's hard working behind the doors, what it means to be a manager, but I think he will make his own experience in the future. I'm convinced about this, and of course.
Yeah, good stuff. On the injuries then, with Liam going off, firstly, how are Liam and Olaf sort of shaping up?
Looks so far good, yeah. I think at first I was a bit scared about is there something more, but we did scans, so far so good. Yeah, but of course there's still, when you have just 48 hours, a little bit of risk, and I think this is now what we have to look for, and I have to decide we take the risk for this game or we look ahead to the following weeks. Every injury now, a big injury, means you miss 10, 12, 15 games, yeah, even in just 4 weeks. Yeah, of course, for this point we have to pay attention. We make a decision. We have a good squad, a big squad, and everybody is ready and prepared for this. And yeah, I will do my decision then in the final hours, to the next hours.
With a question mark over Liam, then I'm going to ask about Dom. Where's he at? Is he sort of ready to go?
Dom is ready to go, yeah.
Just to start again, perhaps, or?
Yeah, I think when you didn't play so much minutes in the last weeks, then of course, then also again you have to think about this. But he will definitely travel with us. This I can say.
There you go, excellent. We spoke a couple of weeks ago about the battle on the left hand side between Max and Marvin. I wanted to switch over to the right hand side. Paul's caught the eye off the bench a couple of times. Where are you at with the battle between him and Jan and everything going on the right?
Yeah, I think for example against Bristol, there was not a battle, there was a connection between each other. This is football. We tried this before against Leeds as well. I think important is that we have two strong players on the side. A little bit different, yeah. From Paul, you know what you get, especially in the offensive, with high-speed dribblings. With Jan, you get a very strong defense guy, who is a little bit more the guy who can also build up with 3, with 4. He can come in different position. Yeah, it's a good mix. I like it. I like both. I see both are in a really good shape. And yeah, let's see in the next weeks how we can use both, and you see a lot of games are coming, and then it's a good feeling for a manager when you have this choice.
I want to ask about EK as well. I mean, it's out there, you know, that there is some creeping criticism on social media. Where are you at with him? Obviously, he was late into pre-season, wasn't it? We spoke about that at the time. Is it the case that he needs more chances and a goal just to get him going?
Yeah, at first his job and his work against the ball in the last games was outstanding. I think this is sometimes what we don't recognize. You look to the strikers and you see, oh, no shots or no goals. But he worked very, very hard for the team. A lot of good ball winning situations, a lot of sprints against the ball, and this is part. He was part of 4 points from the last 2 games. I think this it's for me a big part, and then I think, of course, we want to create more chances, and this is now what we have to improve in front. It's not just EK, it's also our winger position, 10 position. We have too many breaks in our games. The smart touches at the moment not right in this moment, but that will come 100%. I think I have at the moment 8 players for 3 positions. This is a challenge, and you have to bring now the momentum to some players back. It will become. But when you see how we improved as a team at the moment, then we improve this part as well, and more and more chances will come, and then we create more chances for the strikers, for the wingers. But of course, EK need the support around him, especially when we play. But this is also interesting. I heard a little bit of discussion about last year he had the 10 around him, but when you look to our game, there's not so much different to last year. Some small details. Sometimes you have 8. Sometimes it's more 10. Sometimes we have wingers in, sometimes we have winger right. This is not the case. I think all in all we have to improve in our attacking stuff, our attacking players. We have to bring them in a good flow back, and we will do this because we improve as a team.
It's interesting there, you mentioned the conversation around that he had a TED around him and stuff. I mean, that's not stuff that's gone out in the media, that's a social media conversation. How much attention do you pay to that sort of stuff? Do you keep an eye on things? Or?
Yeah, I think I have coaches around me, then they heard this and they heard this, and I try to don't read too much this or this. I think this is normal. Fans look to strikers and they want to score, and I think for me it's important that I look to the small details and in which process we are and how's our intensity. We improved, for example, our total running distance from last year. We are position 20th, now we are 9th. We are top 5 from the sprint distance. We have top 5 from the intensity sprints, high speed runnings. All in these things we are at the moment top. That shows our hard work in the preseason. That showed that the team is fit, we can run, and it shows as well that this is our basic to get points. Yeah, we have, or we are not a team who can decide games with 80% or something like this. We need 100% to have a chance. It's not a guarantee, but it's a big chance to get something. And this is, I think, I'm proud of my team that we invest at the moment so much. And of course, the last 2 results was helpful. And tomorrow we try it again. We go away. Of course, Coventry has 1 more day off. A little bit more rest, and I think especially in such a week they have a home game and 1 day more off. We will try everything that you can't see this tomorrow, the different, but at the end we will see. And for this, I said this at the beginning of the press conference, balance between fresh legs, keep the core, keep the identity, keep the direction of playing football, and try it again.
How's Andy settling in, the new coach?
Yeah, so far so good. I think it's also helpful next week that we have the international break, that we can we have more time. This week it's for example today it was really the training. It's for the one group a little bit warm up in the small rondo. For the other group it's a little bit more. Then you bring the teams together, the 2 groups for the set pieces, but you cannot really make the cross balls for the delivery. You have to pay attention for the muscles. It's also a lot about meeting and talking, but I think the impact is good, and I think it's a process as well. I know when we took him that it's not immediately, but the focus by our players, it's right. Even how they train the set pieces, how they focus and concentrate on these small details now, and this is fantastic to see. And hopefully the outcome comes soon.
I wanted to ask about Pato. He's only been involved in 1 matchday squad, but it's a bigger squad at Sheffield Wednesday. People are going to miss out. How do you go about handling players that aren't as involved, and what more perhaps has he got to do to try and force his way in?
No, I think today he will smile. I think so. I think the first thing was when I spoke with Pato 4 or 5 weeks ago that he knows where he is. This is what I have to do. Of course, I understand sometimes that players are disappointed we're not part of the squad, but we are very early in the season. I think when I remember when I start Liam Palmer and Paul Valentin, they were not so often in the squad at the beginning, but then they come through, they keep the momentum, and you see how many players we have, especially in the winger on 10 positions, how we want to play. It's not easy, but he is professional, He trained hard. He tried everything, and yeah, if there's the moment, then he gets the thank you back, and yeah, hopefully then he's ready.
Yeah, good stuff. Finally from me, you've spoken a few times about you're behind on your points where you want the line to go. I think Ron Atkinson did this 30 years ago as a Sheffield Wednesday manager, in terms of having a chart or something in his office. Where does that line go in the end? Where have you got the projections?
Yeah, hopefully to the next 3 points at first, yeah.
There must be an end of the chart, though. It must go somewhere.
Yeah, I think, yeah, next Sunday in 1 week, yeah, then I'm here 1 year. It goes quick. It's then about, I think, 49 games in 1 year. At the moment we took 71 points in 1 year. Yeah, normally to take so much points, if you have not a championship team in the Bundesliga, then you train a big team to get so many points. Yeah, we changed some things. We improved the squad. We changed some environments, more staff, more coaches. I think the culture we try to change, but we are still not at the end of our journey, and you cannot do everything in, for example, in one transfer window. Yeah, we start to change some things. We create profiles, what we want to do, what we want. What we have to do. Just when you compare, look to Coventry, what they invest in the summer in the squad, around 20 million or something like this. I'm not sure, but there is still a gap. Yeah, and we have to think different ways to close the gaps, make some good transfers, improve the team. We go to a team who has a value of about 75 million, and they build up something a longer term. And our expectation demanding it's high to get something there. I think this is good. That shows that we can do. Last week we beat a top team. It's the first time since I'm here that we beat a top team in the table. And next good step, yeah, of course, sometimes you want to make a bigger step and quicker steps, and but especially in the beginning of the season, we keep working, and for me now the last 2-3 weeks was a good step in case of consistently perform, and then we will see what happens during the season, and then we know, yeah, then we have January, we have again summer, and this is about the job to still improve, be hungry, looking for the next, for the better player, for the next stone in our house, and if we do this, then we can improve this club.
Danny, thanks for your time. I'll see you down there tomorrow.
Thank you guys, thank you.
Hiya Danny, hope you're well.
Hi.
You mentioned your anniversary coming up. You've been here nearly a year.
Yeah.
It's the tactical side of the championship which is quite strong. Is that the biggest surprise maybe you've seen? Because a lot of people think it's just a physical league and this and that, but a lot of close games, a lot of cagey games.
Yeah, I think you have different style of footballs in this league. I think this is a challenge, and then yeah, you have also a little bit to compare the teams. You have some teams they can stick still in the same match plan and the same tactical things, and you have team, and I think we are a little bit this team. We need a little bit of adaptation also to the opponent, what is right, what we can do as a team, what is the best shape for us against this opponent. Yeah, this is and it means of course a lot of preparing for me, for my team, but we learn quick at the moment, quicker and quicker. This is good, and we are flexible enough to play in different ways, and I think this is important, and this is also important for me as a manager. Yeah, of course I have my my principles, my style of football, what I want to see, but I know also sometimes when I have to adapt in some parts of the game.
You need to be adaptable. Mentioning Shea, he's a very adaptable footballer for such a young player. He seems to have an old head on young shoulders. His decision making, game management. He seems almost a continental type player, midfielder.
Yeah, when we took him, for me it was clear it will be a win-win situation. He will get a lot of minutes. He will get the trust, the belief. I saw his quality, and will get on the pitch from him a lot of different skills. Also to have a little bit the heart of our game is the midfield. Yeah, I think it's helpful, and hopefully he will help us a lot this season.
The attitude of the players who maybe don't get in the squad, I know you're big on that. That's important, isn't it? They keep a good attitude because the chance will come. This
is a key. The slogan "Team First." It's a big headliner for me, and we need this. Especially, are disappointed. I'm also sometimes disappointed as a manager, but we have always to think as a team, as a group. And you're right. The moment will come for everybody this season, and I think we had last season some moments from some players, even it was short moments, but these moments were helpful, and on this part we should keep going.
There's lots of talk about the Premier League, the workload of players and burnout. What do you think about the Championship? I mean, the scheduling in the Championship, you have lots of games in one window, then a break, and lots of games again, then a break. Yeah. You play Wednesday, Saturday. Do you think it's an issue in the Championship?
Yeah, maybe not the issue, but it's a big challenge. On the one side, you want to train with the team, you want to prepare as best as you can. You want to show your fans, your supporters, the best football. And then of course, when you look to the schedule, and especially in the Championship, we have maybe this year with the cups. We will have minimum 50 games this season. Hopefully some more games, and this goes from summer through the next May through. You have to perform well, do it again and again. It's a big load for the players, but not just for the players, also for the staff around me, for the coaches. Everybody likes football. If there's no games, then you sit at home and you think, why it's no football? This is my feeling very often. I like to watch football, even we have a lot of games here. I look a lot at games beside the Championship, but it's for the players a big challenge.
I was going to ask you finally, do you think the league table, it only really settles down after the November break maybe?
Well, the league table, it's a little bit crazy, but this is, I think, also Championship. It's very close to each other. 2 points more, you're on position 11 or 10th. 2 points less, you're on bottom of the table. The true table will come November, December. Then you see really, and even then, we know this from our story last year. Even then, it's not sure who is at the end on top and who is at the end at the bottom. This is Championship.
Thanks for your time, Danny.
Thank you, guys. See you. Bye.
Cheers, guys.